So hello everybody and welcome back to another exciting tutorial. About what? Today it's about packaging and creating a game demo. So basically, as you can see when you press play, or you can also go under the play button and then create a new editor window. And now if you click play, you can simulate the game or the demo, the package itself. So this is basically the frame, the window frame somebody would see if he doesn't have Unreal installed. And basically you say, you know what, I'm going to send my scene file, my demo, to my client, to my friend, or to whoever for review. And what you can see here right now, this is basically what you can do, or what your clients can do. They can look around, they can fly around. It's a fly through, it's a walk through animation on the fly. It's basically a video game, right? You have all these options and you can interact and you can go to all those different things. You can even fly, boom, okay. Now my head doesn't work anymore. Oh crap. So anyways, as you can see, you hit the escape button and the game mode is done. Now in the forum, I got the question, or basically on my YouTube channel, hey dude, Bernhard, show me, how the heck are you going to package this crap? Okay, so here we go. First of all, you go to File and then Package Project, Windows, and then depending on what or for what operating system you would like to package it, you basically choose. In this particular case, I choose Windows 64. Yes, there is Apple, there is Linux, there is other stuff, you can publish it, right? But in this particular case, Windows 64 is the way to go. And when you click it, then look what's happening. You basically are asked, where would you like to save this? And as you can see here, I create a folder, it's called Package. I click on it, and then my computer starts packaging the whole project, right? So when you do that, there is a few things more to say. Because when you do that, you have to realize, first of all, it takes a specific amount of time, maybe a couple minutes or whatever, depending on your computer power, of course, and depending on how many assets, texture maps, materials, and whatever you have in your scene file or in your project file, right? But once this is done and the packaging is finished, then you can go into that folder and you get an application, an executable file, and you just double click it and you run it. But there is a little bit more I wanted to show you and to say, because when I go here on YouTube and when you follow my channel, then you will also see that I created, for example, a tutorial how to set up an escape button. And also, if you package, how to change the game resolution or how to control the game resolution once the game is launching. So this is very, very important. And you'll find also the links to my other tutorials below in my description that I highly recommend that you do that. So as you can see, the packaging is done. Now I can go into my folder, and that folder shows me inside of my package folder, right? You see Windows, no editor. That means there is no editor required or whatever. Here is the game. That is the demo you can basically send to somebody. If you send this whole thing to someone, I usually zip it up. So you go here and then you create add to archive, and I usually do a zip folder, right? And you basically crunch the data and bring it all into one thing. And you can send this data package, then you can upload it and send it to a client or whatever. So I cancel it here right now because I don't need to do it. But the client receives it, and then this is what he will see. And with the super nice Unreal icon here, you can see that this is where you launch the game. What I also have to say is, depending on DX12, well, using not DX12, you can create here a shortcut, and then when you go to the properties, And if you want to make sure that your client is running it, you force them to run it in DX12, you add at the very end minus or dash DX12 and you click apply, OK. So that means if the client starts this one here, and you can rename it and you can say start the demo here, OK, start demo here and click, then watch this, what's happening. So now you double click on it and you see, whoa, the screen turns black. Maybe my computer explodes. Is he going to launch the game, or was it just a big failure? So first of all, when you launch the game the first time, and it's all in DX12, and you force the game to start in DX12 in the full resolution, it takes a little bit time to load all those assets. But as you can see, this is now in full resolution, and it looks beautiful. And I also hope that my capturing mode, whoa, is actually capturing it, right? So now, as you can see, this is the game mode. I'm not using Unreal. Yes, the engine is running, of course, in the background, but as you can see, this is just the game or the demo, and this is how you package it. But there are maybe some more few very, very important things you need to know before you can actually launch it like that. And you have to set up something here in the project settings. Oh, look at this beautiful sky here. Whoa, right? And now you might also realize, wait a minute, how do I exit that game? Because if I press the escape button, I can't. Let me out of here. I don't want to play the game anymore, but I can't. How do I end this application, right? And this is why I was saying before, you click the Windows button and you close the window. Now you're forced to close and shut down this application, of course. But why I was referring to go back and look at the blueprints, the level blueprints you should set up before you launch it as well, to set up an escape button and so on and so forth. But check out my other video tutorials. They show that very, very precisely and very clearly how you do that step by step. But there is one more thing, a critical point you need to do before you actually package that game or the demo. And it has to do something in your project settings. As you know that, for instance, or for example, this particular project file can have different levels. You see here, if I want to open level, I have the level car 01, the level demo for packaging, which is right now, right here, the one I created for you. I have a Mad Max demo, I have a studio level, and so on, okay? So it is important that in the project settings, you define what specific level should be loaded when your client is opening the application. And you have to type in here in the project settings map, you can filter, and then you see in the project maps and modes, so to speak, the default maps. And that tells the software and the packaging process what specific map it should start with. And as you can see, I specified and said, hey, choose the demo for packaging in the editor startup map. Also for the game default map, choose the demo for packaging, right? Choose that specific level you would like to show. And just to be absolutely clear, if it's a server default map, but usually people just don't use any servers, you just launch it on your local computer, I also put in the same level. So once this is done, you're actually ready to go, and you can execute and package and do it precisely as I showed you, and then you can send it to your friends, send it to your clients, and tell them, look at the beautiful thing I just created, right? And have fun. So that's about it. I hope you liked it. Of course, please subscribe, on my YouTube channel. And if I go here to my channel, and I don't even know how this always works, I have to figure out things by myself. But then you can see this is me, like the fatty bull, and there should be somewhere also like this bell where you should click on it. I don't know where it is here, but doesn't matter. It just would help me if you subscribe, and of course you will get any notifications if I'm creating any new tutorial. That's about it. Also, please feel free to post all your comments and wishes and needs and whatever you would like to have. And you know, I read usually everything, and if you need anything specific, I put it on my to-do list and I will publish it for you, and I hope I can help you with this. That being said, that's about it from this video tutorial, how to package things, and I hope it was helpful for you. Yeah, now I would say enjoy, happy pixeling, thanks a lot, and talk to you later. All the best and take care. Bye bye.